Hi Pisces, welcome to your week ahead Tarotscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share and hit that subscribe button. If you haven't, or rather if you have already hit the subscribe button, thank you so much for all of your continued support. It truly means the world. If you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, you can do so on my website address, which is in the description below. It is www.reydiantreality.com, and Reydiant is spelled R-E-Y, not R-A-D. With all of that out of the way, I would like to bless both of these decks with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. Okay, so your destiny card, the overarching or overriding theme for the week, you get the Death card. There is a transformation taking place for you this week, Pisces. There is something that comes to a close. There is something that comes to an end. And it's weird because the words that I'm hearing are the old way of life. This isn't about somebody dying. It's about an aspect of yourself dying. And it's kind of like you're making a decision to really step through a door. That's what I can see. Like literally in my mind, all I can see is a door. And I can hear is the old way of life is about to end. And you know what? That's a beautiful thing. The Death card represents the sign of Scorpio. And Scorpio is all about what you desire. It's about what you want. It's about what you crave at a deep level, what you're willing to be obsessed about, and more importantly, what you're willing to transcend and heal. Because ultimately, what is death about? Death as an experience is about throwing off the old to reveal the new. When you think about a fruit, you know, it drops from a tree, the fruit itself, you know, rots away and it disappears and dissipates, but inside that fruit you get a seed, and that seed then becomes a whole tree of fruits. And it's kind of like saying the feeling that I get from this is this week you're going to have to give something up in order to have something even greater. And the reason you're doing, or rather the way that this shapes up for you is by letting go of some old way of life. So let's see what the direction is. And you know, the direction is about what the context is, how this shapes up, what the best way to achieve the destiny card is. And you get the Two of Wands. Beautiful. Two of Wands is about affluent people. It's about situations that bring you more than you need. It's about financial abundance. It's about conquering the world if you want to get really large with it. But it's about the first steps that you take towards the thing that you want to achieve. And that's a really big message. The thing about the Two of Wands, as you can see there on the figure, he's got the world in one hand, you know, and he's looking out and he's got one of the wands in front of him, but he's also got one of the wands behind. And if you look at the way his feet are, he's stepping forward and he's got 1 foot behind him. The old way of life literally is about to end and a new one is about to begin. And the beauty of this, the really amazing thing about this for me, is that motif. You know, because the Two of Wands is about the action that you take. It's about making the decision to act. It's about making the decision to step forward. And when I see this card, I always say to people, do you want your past or do you want your future? You've got to choose. Nobody can make the decision for you. And that's what the Two of Wands represents. And in that way, it can allow you to go on. In some way, shape or form, not only this week do you conquer the world, but you will conquer yourself. And that is a really powerful place to be in. It sees you rubbing shoulders with some pretty, you know, movers and shakers as well. It's interesting because I kind of feel like some of you are going to come into contact with somebody that will really be able to move things along for you in a big way. Let me know how this shapes up for you. You know, and my biggest and best advice, don't be afraid to let something go. If you need to, if it's going to grow you, if it's going to, you know, make the choice to step forward and let something go. Let that old way of life go, because once you've let it go, it's just about, you know, making sure that you've got all that space for all the abundance and wondrous things and people that are going to come into your life. Enjoy this week. Enjoy it. You know, really, really enjoy it, and don't mourn whatever it is that's dying. Celebrate it for having brought you this far. I wish you an abundance of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance itself. Have an amazing week and I will see you very soon for more videos. Take care.